Okay, welcome to this video. Here what we're going to do is we're going to take the thing that you worked on last class, the timer, and we're going to turn it around backwards. So we had a timer that was counting up. This time we're going to have a timer that counts down. And so we're going to, you get to play the game until you run out of time. So to get started, we're going to, in this first video, we're just going to make sure we can get a timer showing on the screen. And we're going to make it start like at 5 and just count down forever, which is not our end result. That's not really what we want, but that's what we're going to start with. So let's go ahead and get started. When you click on the link from Canvas, you get to this project page. Make sure you hit Remix. So if you didn't hit Remix, then you're not saving your work. And go ahead and hit Share while you're thinking about it. So Remix and Share to get started. Then you've got this CAD and this little track. You've got code over here. This code is just some setup code. If you'll roll down to the below here, you'll see when the game begins, we're going to get some timer code. Now, what I'm going to tell you is you cannot have a timer without a variable. So you're going to go down here to your data, do this with me. You want to hit make a variable, not make a list, make a variable. And this is what's selected by default. That's fine. You need to give it a name. You can name it anything. I'm going to name mine clock. And here it comes. You've got all these things you can do to the clock. It's shown by default. These are the two stars of the show with your variable. You can set it to be something and change it by something. So do this with me. Let's set the clock to be 5. When you run this, you'll see that when the game starts, it just goes to 5. Now if you put this right next to it, it's going to not very much fun because it gets set to 5 and immediately changes by 1, so it changes to 6. So every time you start the game, it changes to 6. Now, what we want is to have this timer ticking over and over and over again. And so last time, I'm going to take you a trip back in time. Last time you made a count up timer, and you have basically a wait and a change together that make it work. So here it comes. Let's try this. Do this with me real quick. I'm going to grab in my control, I'm going to grab a forever loop. I'm going to put my change clock by 1, but I also need in that sandwich to wait before I change it. Otherwise, it just counts up really, really fast. So 5 and then 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000. Now you're counting seconds. But here's the thing. Notice you're changing by 1, which is making it go up. Right? We want this timer to count down. So here's what's crazy. Instead of changing it by 1, got a little math action, change it by -1. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And notice it's doing this forever. So we really don't want negative time on the clock, but we'll fix that in a minute. But this goes forever and it's just making it go down. Now when I hit stop, start again, the clock gets set to 5 one time and forever goes down. Now, when do we want this to stop? Think about this. We don't want this forever loop. We want it eventually to stop when that timer hits 0. When the clock says 0, it should stop. So in the next video, we're going to make that happen.